I'm Donna. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are here again in Himeji Castle and we're quite early. I'm able to show you what's inside the castle this time. Let's go. The inside moat of the castle, this is full of koi fish. Here, I'm not sure if you can see that. Thousands of koi fish on the castle moat. That is the castle and we are heading towards the main gate. So this castle originally has a three moat. The outer moat of the castle is already dried up, and then the center moat, some of it dried up and some of it survived. You know, the castle is 333 hectares, so it is quite difficult to show you the actual. It is not possible to fly a drone. I am going to show you inside of the castle now, and we are heading towards this gate. This is called the main gate. They called it Otimon Gate. This is why I said that you will be fine with 100,000 Japanese yen if you fly a drone. This is the main gate of the castle. See, these are steel. This is steel as well, but this is wood. There is no information if this is still the original, but to me it looks like it. Still the original castle gate. From that gate, you will see the front of the castle, and this is the castle ground here. During spring, which is the beginning of April in Himeji City, this whole ground will be full with pink color because of the cherry blossom. At 9 o'clock, which is 20 minutes from now, we are going to get inside the castle, and I can't wait to show you around. I came here an hour before the opening. I thought I would be the first in the queue, but I was wrong. So I'll be at the end there. And it's opening at 9 o'clock. There's 30 minutes more and the queue is already this much. So I will show you what is inside later on while we wait in the queue. It is a holiday weekend in Japan, that's why this is how it looks like for the queue, and it's still growing. I are getting this one, Himeji Castle and Japanese Garden Kukuen, that's 1,050 yen. But if you only want to go to the castle, that's 1,000 yen. As for kids, 6 below 8.
おはようございます。交通券2枚。
Been into the entrance, and this is like a maze to get into the castle. Arigato. So from the main gate, this is the second. This is the second gate, or third gate, I should say. And then there's another one there. There's a mini moat in there. If you can see those holes, those square holes, the loopholes, those are made for the defense. And there are at least 994 of them around the castle. As you can see, this is only the third gate that we went to, and this is the only surviving gate. As I mentioned earlier, they used to have 84 gates in the castle, and entering the castle is like going into a maze. So this is another gate that we're heading. this castle is actually built to protect the lords, or you know, the military dictator or the feudal lord that stays here during its time. But this was never been attacked before. So we've entered another gate, and we are still no way near the castle. By the way, there is a road to go here, which is closed. We're not allowed. And this is into the main area of the castle. They're still doing some repairs. So these are what the holes look like for defensive. In different shapes. There's also like this in castles in England. I've seen this. I've seen this in Windsor Castle. They do have this as well. But the one in Windsor Castle, they only have one shape, which is something like this. But here they have different shapes. So there's a water system drainage here. This is another gate, and we are going out. Of course, this must have been because of the tourists that's coming in. The original stage will be this hard stone. So we are going in here. They're still doing a restoration work. Look at these tiles. It's like a cement. Look. This is a gate, another gate. And look at that. It's a hard, big wood flooring. And cobblestone walkway. We're entering another gate. Watch your head. So we're now at the base of the castle. Here. So we'll just look what's inside here. Okay, I've found one well, because when the castle was in use, there used to be 33 wells, but now it says there's only 11 left. Strict, because they even barricaded the stones of the base of the castle. If you see that windows, right? It's said to have been made purposely like that to prevent all the spears and, you know, the guns to aim at the castle before. So even at the top of the castle, it is actually built to protect whoever is occupying the castle. Another tiny gate. We are going in, and it's full of people. Look at how big that stone is. Again, when it was built, this was 600 years ago. And look at how the stones, there's still no cranes during that time. So the Japanese must have been learned a lot from the Egyptian. There's no information though if this is still the original one or not. Nice stones. entering 3 successive gates at the same time now. And everywhere there are loopholes. So really, if you're intruder, there's no way you can. European castles also have like that. So we've reached just another door towards the castle, I think. And this is the view. Because this is, I lost count how many gates is this, but this is the base of the castle. That is the view. You have to be very careful. This is now the gate towards the main castle. Look at this. Look at that. The rusty. This must be the original, 600 years old. Look at the stones. But it's not even stairs. So do not come here on your high heels. It's quite dark. We're climbing the stairs so steep.
See this how steep this is here. Watch my head.
So you just have to watch your head because it's so steep. Oh, look at this. So during those days, this can be closed. This thing. See? Look at that. So, and we are going in. We are putting our shoes into the plastic bag. So rusty now. Castle ground. This is on the base of the castle. So you can see the whole city from here. Look at how thick. So this is the concrete wall. And look at how thick is the wood. So this is the cliffs. So it's closed now. So they used to guard this all the time. So there's no intruder that can pass. Look at that. So there was no information if this is still the original wood or which year is this. But we knew that this castle has been reconstructed many times. But it was built in 1333 and it was reconstructed, changed all those features. The view, open view of the castle. There is like a exhibition here showing the whole city of Himeji, and church on top of the hill is this castle. So this is 45 meters above sea level. And if you're on top here, you're actually overlooking the whole city. So this is a miniature of the Himeji city. Oh, look at the door. I remember my grandma's house. Look at that. They installed alarm. It's quite dark. I think they maintain how the castle used to be. There's no electricity or there's no light. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually there's one more here. You can put it up. But imagine how heavy it's done. And this is a concrete door. And you are overlooking. We are only on the first. This is only on the first floor. All these are the exhibition of the crest or the history of the castle. This is another view from another window. City of Himeji. From Himeji Castle. The craftsmanship is crazy. Look at this water go there. Actually, maybe it's a stopper. I'm not sure. This wood. Oh, they have steel. So this must not be. Oh, of course, iron is already created in 1333. So it could be original. There's no information. So look at that. A CCTV in a rustic box. We are not allowed to go there. So these stairs leads you to another room on top, and actually look at that, it could close. That's a door, you can flip it open. And yet another view from another window overlooking Meiji City. So I think this is a newly made up stairs. Look modern. And this also, oh, this is a concrete door, heavy. I'm holding the key. Look at that key there, right towards me.
Do you think this was all for swords or something?
Where?
All these.
Yeah, I think so. There's no information, but what could this be?
It's a sword or a big umbrella.
It must be for a sword.
Or maybe that sticks that your friend was using. The sword sticks.
Look at this. It's so rustic. It's rusty. There is hooks in there.
That's for people.
That must be for...
Cut them here and then hang them up.
Look at how steep the stairs. That must be 75 degrees. I'm not an architect or an engineer, but looking at this makes me so excited. Like, look at that.
Hopefully this is one faster for my weight.
This is like a 75 degree
Hold
slope.
my shoes in one hand, the camera on the other hand, and like a steep step upstairs.
So this is what I meant. It's very slippery. This shocks. This can be closed using this. This door. Amazing, eh? Oh, I like that. I'm not sure which floor are we now. I think we are on the 3rd floor. There's nothing much in the view here. You are actually just looking at the castle roof. Look at that again. Oh my god. Oh my god. The lighting is so bad because there's no light here. This castle has no light. So you can see the actual castle as it was used to be before. Sugoi. Beautiful. Oh, I'm so obsessed.
Go watch our channel.
I'm so obsessed. So I walk like this with a plastic bag on my hand because the shoes is in here, and you have to walk barefoot in the castle because wow. So we're looking at, this is the castle ground we're looking to, and the street of Himeji City. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my god. Gosh, I can't get over all the beam. And it's a high ceiling. High ceiling. Crazy beautiful. Look at this. This is like a sliding door with also 1, 2, 3 layers of doors. That's so big. And the beam again. This is one wood. Look at that.
May we have your attention, please? This is an announcement from the Himeji Restoration Center. Due to the high number of visitors today, we are regulating entry to crowded areas of the castle. We apologize for any inconvenience this causes. These measures are necessary to ensure the safety and enjoyment of your visit. Thank you.
We are going up on the stairs again. Another 75-degree stairs. Oh, there's a light this time. So everyone else is carrying a plastic bag. Wood is amazing. We have to hold in the rails because the wood's so slippery. Look at this. Also, we are on a 3rd floor. Okay. We are only on a 3rd floor. It's yet another stairs, but there is a balcony this time. There is no the closing door for the stairs. Oh, nice. Look at this. They bind this with the wood. This, I think, is the modern addition when they reconstructed the castle. So there is the stairs, very steep 90-degree stairs that go in here. So this is like a lounge, and then you will see outside. I don't know what is this used for, but underneath this, they have these windows as well. And this is all over the place. This one. This is
はい、なるべく前後間隔を空けてお進みくださいますよう皆様のご協力をお願いいたします。
Look at this tree. You just got to wash over your head over there because it's very steep. We are now on the 5th floor. This is one full wood. Look at that. It's massive wood. You can see the people there. Oh no, so I almost I almost banged my head.
Okay. We're now on the top floor. Sake.
So now on the top floor of Himeji Castle is Welcome to the top of Himeji Castle, and this castle is the highest part of Himeji City. And if you are on top floor, you are overlooking the city. The good thing about this castle has never been bombed before, so whatever I show you, although it has been through a lot of renovation, but for sure I think all the woods, especially those big ones, were the original ones. And I am just so lucky that I get to see this kind of architecture. So this is another view on top of the castle, on just one of the windows. If I move it like that, you can see that there's this wire mesh. Now we are looking into the castle ground on top of the castle. So if I will do it like that, you will see the wire all over it. So that's how it looks like from here. Perfect. That's where the Otimon gate, or the main gate just now, where I take you into the castle, so that's where it is. So on this side, this is how it looks like. Now we are plastic bag. We are going into the castle ground next to the base of the castle, which is still overlooking this city of Himeji. Beautiful. Hi, so we've just finished exploring inside Himeji Castle, and you might have been wondering what is the purpose of the castle. So it was built in 1333. It was commissioned to be a fortification. So as I mentioned, this is perched on top of the hill. It is 45 meters above sea level. So the son of the emperor commissioned this to be a fortification, but those who build it, they built a massive castle instead. And during 1333 up to 1500, this is under the command of the emperor. So as we knew it, during 1500, the ruling class of Japan took over Japan. So basically, the emperor is just a titular head together with the nobility, and the warring, the feud between the feudal lord and the military dictator, they call it the samurai classes. So they are warring warriors. Those clans have been the family who stayed in this castle. So it started with Toyotomi Hideyoshi. He is actually the one who built Osaka Castle, and eventually when he was ruling the country as a de facto government, this was given to him. So his whole family lives here, but then after that, remember, he lost against the military dictator, which is the Tokugawa shogunate, Tokugawa Ieyasu. So it becomes the military dictator, and then it again under the military dictator. So this castle has been rebuilt many times according to those who are in power. And in World War II, the Allied forces actually bombed the whole city of Himeji, and surprisingly, the castle was not touched. It remained intact. So the major restoration and renovation actually was done in 2015. Before that, if you can see a lot of YouTube documentary or videos before 2015, you cannot see the whole castle because they actually are under renovation. And then now, if you were to ask me what are my suggestions or what to do when you come to visit this castle, you have to come here early. Basically, at least before the opening time, because the queue could be very, very long. Now, during a pandemic, it's already a long queue. Imagine if it's a normal days. So, and also, you have to come with a nice socks. You know why? Because you get to remove the socks all the time. When you climb to the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth floor, you will be wearing your socks all the time. And you have to wear a comfortable shoes because of the cobblestones all over the castle, and you are climbing a steep stairs most of the time. So you want it to be comfortable. And also you don't expect it to be so intimate because there's a lot of people all the time in here but the best time to come is in the morning. So basically that's it. Any questions that you want to ask, you can just leave me a comment below. Meanwhile, we have to go down yet because this is just the base of the castle, so we are going down. This is the base of the castle. This is the courtyard in the base of the castle, and now we are heading down into another courtyard in there. So let's go. It's a bit of a castle garden as well, or what do you call this actually?
Garden?
Yeah, a garden. So that's where we were just now. That's a garden as well. And here,
There's benches over here you can sit. There's your well.
yeah, I think this is one of the famous well. Let's just see first on the sign, because this castle, I think I have mentioned earlier that these used to have 33 wells, and imagine this is perched on a hill 45 meters above sea level, and there's 33 well before, and there's only 11 surviving to this day. We'll see what's this. So that is right, this is Okiko's well. When you come down of the castle, this is actually the second and the last garden that you will see before you head down to the castle. You will see Okiko's well. This is one of the famous story or legend that happened here in Himeji Castle, where the Himeji lord in Himeji Castle in 1500 actually was planned to be assassinated by his right-hand man. But because of Okiko, one of the servants tell him that he will be assassinated, he flew the castle and he was saved from the assassination. But those who planned his life actually succeeded to take over the castle. And the servant Okiko was actually killed, and his body was dumped in this well. And from then on, in 1500 up to now, they said, the castle caretaker said that they will still hear the cry of Okiko on the well. That's the ghost story here in Himeji Castle. So this is on the way down now. This is from the second garden. That's the first one. This is the second one where Okiko's well is. And we're heading out. Hi, thank you for exploring with me here in a world's cultural heritage site and Japanese national treasure, the 687-year-old Himeji Castle. And as we knew it, this castle have seen the imperial, shogunate, and now the democratic Japan. And I hope you like the video, and I hope you like whatever we see inside the castle, and smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. Until next castle exploration. Bye!